If you have low self-worth, it is absolutely crucial that you heal that wounded part of you. You heal that low self-worth or self-esteem. The wounds of it, they will keep showing up in different parts of your life if you do not work on it. How do they show up? Well, you may feel unworthy. You may feel inadequate. You might feel important. You might feel flawed, like there's something wrong with you. And these feelings may be triggered by something that your partner says or does. And you do not feel, I can tell you do not feel any better if, you got the bigger house or the flash car or the great job. You cannot hide from low self-worth, self-esteem. What it is, it's the picture that you have of yourself. A valid sense of self-worth, self-esteem is necessary. It is so necessary in order to attain love, peace, joy, power, and also like a sound mind. And it's up to you to actively realize and conquer all that actually holds you back, and recognizing this. So gaining insight as to why you feel that you have low self-worth or self-esteem. It is the fundamental cleaning of your self-esteem and self-worth. So how do you experience low self-worth or self-esteem in your marriage? It is experienced differently for every single one of us. Feelings such as shame and guilt, this emptiness, it gnaws away at you. It could be embarrassment, it could be shame, it could be feelings like you don't belong, you feel different. And so here's some examples of a person with low self-esteem and what they may think and say. I'm not optimistic. I do not deserve the best that life has to offer. It is not okay if I make mistakes. My world is not a beautiful place. I cannot say no when I want to, even though internally I'm wanting to. It could be I'm bad at making decisions. And so for each of these examples, there are underlying beliefs which are self-sabotaging. They're bringing in stress and unhappiness personally and into your marriage. So when you live your life through these beliefs, you limit yourself and you're not able to live, a fantastic life, a fabulous life. And, marriage is intended for that. Joy, pleasure, peace, fun. So it's making a change, and you have to make a choice to turn your thoughts around and to stop actually rejecting yourself, because your thinking actually creates your reality. So if you keep thinking negative thoughts, you will continue to feel negative. The self-worth examples that I've given can be turned around. They can be turned around in the following way. So I am optimistic. I deserve the best that life has to offer. And it is okay for me to make mistakes, and my world is a beautiful place. I can say no when I want to, and I am good at making decisions. It just feels different. It's positive. It has actually taken me a lifetime to remove my low self-worth, because when we have these beliefs, they damage us, and it's understanding what you're doing to yourself and being able to replace with positive beliefs. Working with a therapist, that can help you. It can help you much more quicker than if you try and do it yourself. So why would you even bother? Well, let me tell you what a person with self-worth, self-esteem looks like. They value themselves. They know they are of value. They can easily give and receive. They know that they're a worthy person. They make the best time of their time, achieving what is important to them and their values. They know inwardly that they have done their best, not anybody else's best, not your partner's best, your parents' best, or any other people in your life. it's also someone, they're expressive, they're imaginative, they're able to take risks, they're hopeful, they're positive in life, and they see the best in life decisions. They have influence, and they are able to skillfully approach and support and guide others. They're inwardly strong, they're self-empowered, what's the other examples? Their opinion and a picture that they have of themselves is what they have on the inside. They show the world all of them. There's no mask, there's no armour, there's no need to hide. They're authentic, they're genuine. They take full responsibility for their life. They ask what they can learn from challenging situations. They don't take it personally. They ask, how can I do that better? They have a natural interest in the well-being and the happiness of people, and they have tools to support themselves through adversity. They trust in their own ability. They're enthusiastic. They're excited. They enjoy life. They see life as a venture worth undertaking. They never doubt themselves for a moment. They're excited, they're motivated, they're excited by their capabilities and the possibilities for the future. They listen to their dreams, and they allow themselves to awaken into their own reality. They enjoy a purpose-filled life with goals. They know how to create a life that is balanced. So, you may recognize some of these in yourself, a lot of them, a few of these statements. And so it's not to be disheartened. It's actually acknowledging the parts of you, perhaps you have grown into them. However, this list can give you areas that you can begin to work on straight away. To be in an empowered marriage, you must be an empowered individual first. When we look outside of ourselves to get that from our partner, it doesn't work. So now I'm going to give you tools. Really helpful one is creative visualization. Visualize what it feels like to be positive. You're replacing your negative beliefs and visualizing what empowerment feels like. What does that feel like? And it's being able to actually visualize what that feels like. We have to let go of those negative self-sabotaging beliefs. Sometimes the therapist can help you with that. That's very important. It's noticing your negative thinking and identifying these unhelpful thoughts and the opinion that you have of yourself. You have the option to be able to change them. So it's learning to actually identify when you're in that negative energy and how your thoughts are contributing to your low self-worth and self-esteem. So once you become aware of these thoughts, you can then challenge them and then start to develop new ones. Another great key for empowerment is imagination, is consistently imagining yourself as you want to be. It's creating this new truth in your subconscious, in your mind, replacing the negative with the positive. You will begin to feel and see a shift in yourself, a new, more confident you. It is a choice, and it's beginning to do that. It is actually having the courage to succeed at whatever you desire. Another great key in self-empowerment is praising yourself, encouraging yourself, building yourself up with your thoughts and your words. Treat yourself in a kind way, filled with support and encouragement. It's accepting situations for what they are and finding what you can learn from them. Say, for example, I did really well. Good on me. Patting yourself on the back. The more that you do this, the more you will want to. It'll become a habit for you. Just beginning, it is a choice. So to have an empowered marriage, it is actually for both people to make it a priority. And so it's putting in the time, the energy that is needed to do this, and knowing who you are, valuing yourself, loving yourself, unconditionally, it will ripple through for you to be fully open. And if you're fully open, then you're going to be able to love your partner fully, richly, and deeply. And so, I hope this has been helpful. Even if you just take one snippet, one thread from what I've said, find an action step and begin. That is the key.